Sheepadoodle versus Labradoodle. It's hard to go wrong with any doodle, but with so many options out there, it makes sense to try and find the perfect one for you. Sometimes it can be really difficult to decide though, which is why we've compiled yet another dog breed comparison for you guys to sink your teeth into. Today's dogs are the Sheepadoodle and the Labradoodle, two incredibly intelligent dogs that are great for families. We'll be attempting to answer any and all questions you may have during the decision process, as well as giving you a little insight into what owning either of these dogs might look like. But before we get into that, if you could please leave a like on the video, that would help us out a lot. With all that out of the way, let's introduce you to today's adorable dogs. What is a Sheepadoodle? Sheepadoodles are hybrid dogs, created by crossing a poodle with an Old English sheepdog. The resulting dog has many names, including the Sheepdogpoo, Sheeppoo, Sheepdoodle, and the Sheep-a-poo. Compared to the Labradoodle and most of the other doodles, however, the Sheepadoodle is relatively new and have only just recently become as popular as they are internationally. These dogs inherit a whole lot from both their poodle and sheepdog backgrounds, including a playful and extremely intelligent personality that is one of their most defining characteristics. What is a Labradoodle? Labradoodles, on the other hand, are some of the most recognizable doodles on the planet and have been an extremely popular dog for a while now. They are the result of mixing together a poodle and a Labrador retriever and are known to be some of the biggest doodle breeds out there. If you want a big teddy bear-like dog with a big heart and personality, then the Labradoodle is a great choice. Labradoodles were originally bred with the purpose of becoming service dogs, and so they fit well within any family structure and tolerate kids and other pets really well. Like the Sheepadoodle, this pooch is pretty brainy. But what else do these dogs have in common? Sizes. Before we get into any talk about sizing, it's important to note that this can vary dramatically depending on a number of factors. This is a hybrid dog, and so there is a little bit more unpredictability when it comes to finding an average, but there are some things we can say with 100% certainty. The first of which is that both of these dogs come in 3 different sizes. The Sheepadoodle appears in toy, miniature, and standard sizes, while the Labradoodle appears in miniature, medium, and standard sizes. But what do these sizes mean? Well, a toy-sized Sheepadoodle will weigh about 10 to 25 pounds and will stand at less than 15 inches. The next size up, the miniature size, will weigh between 30 to 35 pounds and will probably stand at 15 to 20 inches when it reaches adulthood. If you've ever seen a Sheepadoodle before though, you've probably seen a standard one, which is the most popular and usually weighs between 60 and 80 pounds at full size. These are pretty big dogs, which makes a lot of sense since the Old English Sheepdog is too, but not so big as to overwhelm owners. Let's quickly swing back to the Labradoodle and its 3 main sizes now. The smallest size is the miniature version, which weighs around 15 to 25 pounds. The medium Labradoodle is slightly bigger at a weight of 30 to 45 pounds, and the largest size, the standard, is usually a weight of around 50 to 65 pounds. Labradoodles are usually the biggest doodle in these kinds of comparison videos, but the Sheepadoodle has them beat by a healthy margin. Sheepadoodles are very large by doodle standards, and they probably owe that to their sheepdog genetics. Old English sheepdogs weren't just smart animals, but also hard workers, who felt at their most useful when they had a job to do. They were mostly used to herd and patrol large sections of land, which is where their length came in handy. Appearance and variety. For some dog owners, having a unique or visually interesting dog is an extremely important part of the process. Designer breeds like the Sheepadoodle and Labradoodle are valuable for this reason, and there are a ton of ways you can mix and match to get a super unique doodle of your own. When it comes to the Sheepadoodle, the difference from dog to dog tends to be more subtle, as Old English sheepdogs are a pretty distinct looking dog. This means that most tend to be white and black, but you can change this slightly by using a light-colored poodle. When doing this, the offspring can have a white and gray coat instead, and is one way for your Sheepadoodle to stand out. Some can also be one solid color, usually black or gray, which wraps up the different ways coat color can affect the look of your dog. If you are still looking for more customization, however, there are different textures for the coat your Sheepadoodle can have. This mostly depends on how much sheepdog and how much poodle your dog inherits. If they're more poodle, they will get the curly, hypoallergenic hair. And if they have more sheepdog in them, they will have a longer coat instead. Labradoodles also can inherit a coat that resembles more of the Labrador Retriever or the poodle. And they also have even more color options than the Sheepadoodle. Gold, apricot, cream, silver, chocolate, and more can all appear on your Labradoodle, and in different patterns and combinations too. Overall, if we're talking options, the Labradoodle has the Sheepadoodle beat, and then some, but you can't argue with the classic look, and the Sheepadoodle definitely has that in spades. The black and white combination may not be as iconic as the Labradoodle's teddy bear look, but there's no doubting how eye-catching it is on a dog. The grooming process. When you start to get into the process of picking out a Doodle, there is one thing that you should know about, and that's grooming. Since the Doodle inherits a unique, non-shedding coat, you don't have to worry about allergies or cleaning up loose fur. Unfortunately though, because this type of hair keeps growing, it means you're going to have a fairly consistent relationship with your groomer. On top of that, both of these dogs are going to need to be brushed about every 2 to 3 weeks, or else tangles and matting can occur. When your dog starts to experience matting, the only way to fix it is to shave off all that hair. And so you're better off staying on top of that, as it can cause your dog a fair amount of discomfort too. You'll also need to be visiting your groomer every 6 to 8 weeks too, depending on what kind of haircut you give your dog. Overall, grooming can be a part of the Doodle experience people don't tell you about, but we are here to tell you that both the Labradoodle and Sheepadoodle have a fairly high-maintenance upkeep. Personalities. Personality is where both of these dogs really shine, as they are both considered to be great companions to all. Starting off with the Sheepadoodle, these dogs are thought of as gentle and affectionate, especially when it comes to children. These dogs really get along with everyone and will gel with other animals, strangers, and basically anyone they come in contact with. Sheepadoodles are very easy to train, and they love to be challenged with puzzles and games. Labradoodles are also renowned for their unique blend of friendliness and charm. These are intelligent and extremely active dogs, perfect for people with high-energy lifestyles or with small children. Labradoodles are an excellent addition to the family and can really be the glue holding together a group of people. These dogs are full of life and will require at least 45 minutes of exercise each day in order to be their best selves. Looking back on our dogs today, you can really see how well they both fulfill their roles as great companions, and you really can't go wrong with either the Labradoodle or the Sheepadoodle. But what do you all think? Make sure to let us know in the comments down below, as we would love to read your thoughts. As always, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so that you can stay up to the minute on all of the dog videos we post up here. We'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching!